It has been estimated that as much as 95% of the world's data will never be seen by human eyes. Much of this unseen data is called M2M data or machine-to-machine. There are many sources of machine-generated data. Examples include when the cell phones ping to the cell towers to check where they are, when the satellite radio and the GPS connect to locate the car or your phone, the RFID or radio frequency identification tag readings on billions of small objects, readings from medical devices and web crawlers and spam bots. Perhaps the most interesting part of the machine-to-machine communications falls under the rubric of the Internet of Things. It is estimated that by 2025, as many as 30 billion uniquely identifiable devices may be connected to the Internet. This actually requires a major change in how the Internet works. Basically, everything will have a chip and it will be connected to the Internet and they'll be talking to each other, sharing information. So when you hear people talk about smart sensors, in your home or in your city or on your air conditioning or the smart home, which knows when to turn lights on or change the temperature, or the smart grids where the city generates and sends out the electricity, or the smart city itself which coordinates all of the traffic and the utilities as a way of being more efficient and more economical in providing better service. All of this would be enabled by small objects communicating one with another in the Internet of Things. Some of the uses for this can include putting sensors on production lines to monitor systems for when they need maintenance, or the smart meters on utility systems to shut them off at peak times. Also things like infrastructure management, that talks about control and monitoring of bridges, railways, wind farms, traffic systems. Industrial applications like manufacturing process controls, supply chain network, having predictive maintenance or integration with a smart grid to optimize energy consumption. There is energy management, that's the switches and outlets and bulbs and TVs and screens and heating systems, controlling ovens, changing lighting conditions. And then, medical and healthcare systems. Basically, anything that's mechanical can be eventually hooked up and communicating through the Internet of Things. All of which generates an enormous amount of data as they talk one to another and coordinate their own activities. So, in looking at the differences between machine-generated data and human-generated data, the most obvious difference is that all of the machine-generated data is machine-readable. It can be immediately searched and read in mind. It's high on volume and velocity, two of the characteristics of big data, but low on variety, which makes it easier for machines to deal with it.